You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
You parade around in two masks for show. No. You can't get it again. There's virtually 0% chance you're going to get it, and yet you're telling people that have had the vaccine, who have immunity. You're defying everything we know about immunity by telling people to wear masks who have been vaccinated. No. Instead, you should be saying there is no science to say we're going to have a problem from the large number of people being vaccinated. You want to get rid of vaccine hesitancy? Tell them they can quit wearing their mask after they get the vaccine. You want people to get the vaccine? Give them a reward instead of telling them that the nanny state's going to be there for 3 more years and you got to wear a mask forever. People don't want to hear it. There's no science behind it.
No science behind it. March 16th, 2021. That's not right. March 19th. Did I lose a day? 2 days quickly. March 19th. Then, of course, Senator Rand Paul addressing Dr. Fauci and saying, you're doing nothing but theater. Basically, you and all the Biden administration, all of the top echelon, the president, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, have all had their vaccinations, and yet every time you see them, they're wearing a mask. I've questioned this numerous times before. I'm sure you have. I thought if I get the vaccine, then I don't need no stinking mask. And that's what Paul is saying. You're just toying with the American people. You're giving them a false story. You're playing theater, drama queen. That's how close he came to referring to Fauci. Fauci, of course, no. We have reason. And he starts talking about their variants. There are so many variants going around and wild COVID. I'm going to let you hear his answer because, I couldn't tell you if the man is speaking actual fact this time or it will change tomorrow. How many times have we seen Fauci himself change directions when it came to a mask? I said, you got to have the mask, then you don't have to have it. Then maybe you need 2 masks. Well, then maybe the masks don't really work. It's been all over the board, has it not? And that's been the problem with most of the American public. What do we believe? And that's the issue. And, of course, in the midst of all this, we've had the Biden administration. We know they were releasing illegals into our country that had COVID because there were spot tests occasionally, and maybe 6 to 8% of one spot test, finding about 100 people in one section that had COVID. They were just said, okay, you got COVID, go wherever you're going, try to quarantine. They're letting them back into the country. They're just letting them run for the country. And now the Department of Homeland Secretary Mayorkas is admitting it. He admits, yes, we did that. We did it. But it's fixed. Really? You want to buy that? You think it's fixed? By the way, Mayorkas got very offended by a question from one member of Congress over a particular question, referenced illegals that come into this country, then commit crimes. He didn't like the way she phrased the question, and he fired back. But to her credit, Congresswoman Kamak, Republican of Florida, fired back. You'll want to hear that story coming up over the next 2 hours. And, of course, the U.S. has opened talks with China. They're meeting in Alaska. It didn't take long for sparks to start flying. China, of course, we are accusing of numerous human rights violations. The Uyghurs, of course, have been a most recent obvious target. Now, the Uyghurs are mostly Muslim, and they are in northwest China. And China has not just been suppressing, jailing, putting in detention camps, but genocide. Genocide. The official definition of genocide, intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnical, or racial or religious group. In other words, just wipe them off the face of the map. Exactly what Hitler was trying to do with the Jews. Wipe them off. There'll be none left. And then Don Lemon. Don Lemon is also at some point got to figure back in again. Don Lemon fruitcake, because he knows everything The other day, he lectured the Vatican on what they should think and what God does think or doesn't think. Don Lemon has it all. He knows it all. So now he's preaching to you how to be a patriot. Don Lemon, he wants to tell us how to be a patriot. If you can listen to his story, if you can listen to his remarks, as he is in Chris Cuomo go back and forth, then Don Lemon Fruitcake starts expounding on being a patriot. If you can listen to that and not go ballistic, you have exceptional restraint. Exceptional restraint. I applaud you. Me, not so much. We got a lot to cover over the next 2 hours. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.